And now, it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. And Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod, Rick Maxa, and Corey Sandin.
Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. And we have a great show for you today. Rock Cod Rick, Pete Gray here in the studio with Captain Franco Preste and Kathy Rounds from the Royal Polaris. Going to be talking fishing on the Royal Polaris as well as the Shogun. Exciting stuff to talk about here on our last show of 2018, year-end show. So tell us what your favorite thing was this year and a lot more. I'm sure Frank's going to tell us a lot about what his favorite stuff was this year, so you stay tuned. Southern California's Sport Fishing Voices. Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
When bad weather and rough seas send other boats back to the dock, Seakeeper allows you to fish longer and fish harder, even in the roughest conditions. Don't believe it? Just ask those that have put them on their boat, like Captain Pete Grosbeck and other professionals. Fishing in the trough with Seakeeper basically eliminates the trough. Seakeeper's newest offering, the Seakeeper 3, is optimized to eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on boats between 30 and 39 feet. Even better, this gyro is so small it can fit inside a customized leaning post and operate on your current battery system, making installation fast and easy. Watch for new product coming soon. The Seakeeper for boats. Think about it. Eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on your boat. That is amazing. To learn more about how Seakeeper can change your life on the water and to schedule your free demo, go to Seakeeper.com. Take a ride, be amazed. Seakeeper. There are plenty of boat slips and marinas in San Diego, but there is only one Kona Kai. It's not just a place to park your boat. It's a way of life here in America's finest city. Come check out what's new at the Kona Kai. 170 luxury guest rooms, including 41 brand new suites, featuring contemporary island-inspired decor, deep soaking tubs, and oversized balconies. The Kona Kai Resort Spa and Marina has multiple swimming pools and a private beach, waterfront restaurants, and an award-winning spa, most of which is included for marina tenants. Add the Kona Kai Club to your membership and you have access to the new Paloma Pool Bar, a new and exclusive pool area for adults only, which allows guests to enjoy poolside craft cocktails and California coastal cuisine while overlooking your boat. In addition to all this, Kona Kai is the closest marina to the open ocean. Check resortkonakai.com on the web for more information, to reserve a slip or inquire about joining the club. The Kona Kai Resort, much more than just a place to park your boat.
It's the year-end sell-a-thon at your San Diego County Ford dealers. But don't wait. These deals absolutely end January 2nd. Get a great deal on remaining 2018 models now. You ever tried selling a car on your own? It's a pain. Stop by your local San Diego County Ford dealer during the year-end sell-a-thon and get an extra $1,000 for your qualified trade towards select new vehicles. That's an extra grand without the hassle. Ford is offering a huge lease bonus on 3 of their top SUVs, Escape, Edge, and Explorer. Lease one and take advantage of the amazing year-end deals. Stop by your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer to see if you qualify. If you need a new truck, we have got you covered. They've got great financing deals plus cash back on the legendary F-150s. It's the best-selling truck in California for a reason, and all the latest technology on board will have you connected to your smartphone in no time. These new F-150s are smart and tough. Whether it's work, play, or a bit of both, Ford has got you covered. And right now is the best time to get you into the right Ford car, truck, or SUV for you. It's the year-end sell-a-thon. Swing by your local San Diego County Ford dealer to see the full range of Ford products. Get the best year-end deals and learn why these vehicles are built for San Diego.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. What a fantastic way to close out what was going to go down as one of the best seasons in history, and what a perfect way to ring out 2018 for us.
Yeah, no kidding. Captain Franco Preste, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Pete? Rick?
Hi, Frank.
first mate Kathy Rounds. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning to both of you and everyone out there.
Great to have you guys in the studio for our last show of 2018. What a year this year for 2018, right, Frank?
Right to you, up to last night.
Yeah.
God, last night, good count from the Shogun and the Royal Polaris.
What happened on the Shogun?
Renee had a nice day. 47 yellowfin tuna from 50 to 130 pounds. Not too shabby.
Wait a minute. It's December, the end of December. It's almost New Year's.
Yep.
That was Clarion, right?
Not hardly, no.
Guadalupe.
Yep.
That is so cool.
Very, very nice. You know, that's 5 years in a row now that we've had excellent fishing on that 5-day. That's the sad part. It's a 5-day trip, you know, but so they get 2.5 days of fishing. But it's sure a nice getaway. They leave after Christmas. They get back for New Year's.
This is
amazing.
This is a trip that was supposed, that in the past you would think of as great red fishing and hopefully some yellowtail,
That's
and now
right.
we're talking
Exactly.
about 47 yellowfin to 150 pounds. That's unbelievable.
That's right. And I think the day before that he had 31.
I love it. This is so cool.
And, of course, big things happening on the Shogun. Tim Ekstrom dropped it yesterday.
That's correct.
Right?
Yep.
Captain Paul Caramel joining Captain Renee as co-owner and captain of the Shogun, right?
That's correct, yeah. Kathy and I were talking about it the other day and starting to draw up papers to get them through a 3-year buyout. Actually, it's a 4-year buyout.
Nice.
But I'm excited about it because they're two fine young men, and I think they're going to complement each other very, very well. They're going to be awfully, awfully good. And the number one thing, everybody thinks it's fishing and how good a fisherman you are, and that's extremely important. But the most important thing is how much you care about the passenger.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
And the passengers enjoying being around the captain and fishing with the captains, right?
That's right.
Both of them fished with both of them, and they're both top-notch, excellent people.
I just think that's the greatest move. I mean, two young guys who are so enthusiastic about it, and fishing is every fiber of them. And you nailed it. They're perfect with people, and they're great fishermen. You can see that young team happening. It's really cool to watch. I'm so excited.
Just to give you an idea, Renee, we were talking about starting maintenance, and I think we're leaving on a 13-day trip, fly down, fly back, on the 2nd.
On the 2nd.
With 6 passengers.
Come on the Shogun.
Pete, I quite often, I must say, I don't make too many mistakes when I say I'll make it a definite go. In fact, I make hardly any. But about 5-6 months ago, when we had 6 passengers on that trip, all with deposits and quite a few inquiries, guy said, hey, I need to know if we're going to go for sure, because otherwise I'm going to jump on another boat. And I said, it's a definite go. And since then, we have not picked up one passenger.
Can't even believe that.
So,
that's unbelievable.
And I can't go back on my word, so there we go. We're going with 6 people.
On the So if you want to go be the 7th one.
Yeah, you can be the 7th one.
Have your own stateroom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How many day fly down, fly back?
Well, if you fly down, fly back, it's 7 days of fishing, or 7 days down there.
What an awesome trip.
No kidding. I didn't even realize that was happening.
Fly to Cabo, and then you can fly back from Cabo.
Wow.
Or you can ride down and ride back, then you'd be on the boat 13 days. So it's called a 7-13.
Yeah. Wow. What a great trip.
So
you want to go last minute here.
No kidding.
You can jump on it.
Yes, you could.
Yeah, no doubt. So Shogun is such a great fishing platform, too. I love fishing on that boat.
Great boat.
It really
so
is.
So wide and I love it.
Heavy.
Very comfortable.
Very stable.
Yep.
Great staterooms, great chef. Yeah.
Good boat, that's for sure.
Yeah. So those guys are going to do a fantastic job.
They are going to do a great job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
We're quite excited about it.
So now, you were supposed to be on this 5-day Royal Polaris trip, and Jim Hughes was supposed to be in here today.
Yep.
But Jim, he kind of shifted. What happened, Frank?
Well, I think
life.
Good answer.
I was unloading my truck, and I stepped off the railing of the running board, and I came down on my foot the wrong way, and I heard something pop and rip, and it was the bushing in my artificial knee.
Oh.
So it came out into the flesh. So I went and saw the doctor, and he scheduled me for surgery the very next day, which was last Friday.
Pretty much.
And they went in and found the loose bearing and pulled it out, and put a new one in and adjusted it and tightened it up and sewed me back up, and here I am.
Wow. Just like a tune, going into the auto shop with a tune-up, right?
Just, I was thinking about it. What did people do 100 years ago?
Yeah.
That's why they died at
Suffered.
50. They couldn't walk, etc. So
yeah, no kidding.
I feel quite lucky to be able to walk in here, actually.
Wow, it's amazing. Like less than a week. I saw you walking around less than a week later. Like,
the worst part of it is, I'll tell you what the worst part of the whole thing was, is I didn't get to run that 5-day trip. Because I was very excited about going to Loopy. I always get excited about going over there. It's such a fun place.
Well, Jim
Hughes ran the boat, and he
right
did
now.
A great job. They caught a bunch of yellowfin, and today they're fishing rockfish for a few hours before they go to Ensenada.
Wow. What a great trip. All in a 5-day trip.
Yep.
Between Christmas and New Year's.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's awesome. And, of course, Jim Hughes will be in here, Mighty 1090 studio with Rick and myself on January the 12th, Saturday, January 12th. We kind of shifted things around there and accommodated. But thanks for coming in last minute, even with the knee.
No big deal. I can't help but make comments about Jim Hughes. You talk about the all-around man. I mean, that guy, I don't know if you know his past history, but he used to be an engineer on a big purse seiner.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so there is nothing he can't do. And, it drives him crazy to just sit in the wheelhouse or anything like that. He's always tearing something apart, fixing it. He's the most perfect guy to have on the boat. He has so much more knowledge than another guy that we have that does the same thing, and that's Chris Garcia. Chris is always trying to fix something or trying to find something that needs repairing. So we're so lucky to have a couple people like
That's
those
great.
guys.
Keep the boat rolling because nobody rolls more than the Royal Polaris.
Well, that's probably correct.
Yeah,
yes.
and so that boat's got to keep going.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it needs to be kept in shape, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And things happen. They're boats. Things happen on the water all the time.
And this year we get to remodel the other half. Remember last year we did the forward half, and Buddy Stevens has been working on it. He's already got a lot of the stuff already made. So it's here we go. And then right now we're also doing a remodel on the Liberty.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. That's
you see all that equipment going down there yesterday?
You're not kidding, man. Yes.
So what's going to happen?
Well, the boat is getting such a demand for 2-day trips and 2.5-day trips that Sarah, who is an unbelievable galley person, call her chef, whatever you want to call, it was very difficult for her to do the meals and do the setup of the plates for these 2 and 2.5-day, 3-day trips. And so we decided, Taro and her basically decided that we needed to make some changes. So there's a whole new triple sink going in, a whole new oven. Before she was doing a lot of the cooking at home and bringing it on the boat and then having to warm it on the boat, etc. Tri-tips and things like that. So now the boat's going to be able to do everything. We're getting rid of one booth to give her a lot more galley room. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be very, very top-notch.
That's so
nice.
Cool.
What a fantastic deal.
And again, that's
big improvement on the Liberty, too, so that it can handle the 2-day and 2.5-day real comfortably.
And the boat's available for charter, too.
Well, that's the only way we pretty much do it. In November, we do run some day-and-a-half open parties, but it's pretty much a 3/4-day boat unless you charter it for a day, day-and-a-half, 2-day, 2.5, something like that.
Yeah, full-day trip.
Yes. I'm sorry.
But
Excuse me. Thank you for correcting me, Pete.
That's what
they really are a full day.
Yeah, they are.
By the way, Booger's out there today. I hope he catches some yellows.
Oh, yeah.
He's out there.
Yeah. Out at Coronado Islands?
Yep.
Yeah. Out on the San Diego?
Yes.
Fantastic. Wow. So much good stuff to talk about here for 2018 and looking forward. What's your thought on 2019?
My thought on 2019 is there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to have another big year on the bluefin.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. And we'll have good yellowfin. I'm not talking the A word. I told you no more from me on that.
No more, yeah.
And I'm looking forward to another great year, Pete.
Yeah.
We'll see how it all goes. The long trips, this is the first year ever that we've had the amount of openings we have on our long trips, and all the boats are feeling it. The XL's at the dock when it's normally gone on this trip. We are running our Taka's trip with 4 persons short, but and the next one's got. Every trip's got some openings, and I think it's primarily the big bluefin.
Yeah.
So how can I complain about the big bluefin? It's helped everybody else in the fleet.
Sure.
The long trips on the boats. You know, like a guy looked at me one day and he said, "Hey, why go to Clarion? Why go for 18 days? Why go to Hurricane Bank?" And it's a good question.
Because it's amazing.
But I don't look at it as just catching a big fish. I look at it as the camaraderie of the passengers, getting away for that much time, not having to answer your cell phone, being able to do nothing but fish, read books, relax, watch movies.
Ultimate vacation.
Yeah.
So, if it was just a big fish you wanted, I don't blame the guy for, you can go do it that way. But anyhow, so it's made it a little tough on our longer trips. That's the long and short of it.
But those things, it's cyclical.
Yeah.
You watch.
Oh, yeah,
of
course.
First big catch that comes through and things start happening, it's like all of a sudden people are going, I got to have it, man. Especially the people that have been there.
Roy's
like
trip
all
in
of us
December,
here.
it was a nice trip. You had 9 fish over 200 up to 273.
Wow.
So, and he had decent wahoo fishing, not great, but decent. But we'll see how it all goes. I think there's going to be some very good fishing down there, and we'll see what happens. But like you said, it's cyclical. I think we're going to have this big bluefin for another 3 to 5 years at least. It sure looks that way. That the schools of yellowfin tuna are just humongous.
Wow.
And I think we're the people that are trying to get it closed are going to find out, or have found out, or are coming to the realization that the bluefin is not an endangered species.
Yeah. Especially when we were talking about it yesterday, when guys like Tom Green are flying around seeing 60, 70 miles of it, right?
Just incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
Unbelievable quantity.
Yeah.
So, all right, I like
that,
Kathy,
buddy.
you good with that? Another great year of bluefin tuna?
I think so. I'm just hoping for a little warm water to push up a few exotics, too.
Yeah, that'll be okay, too.
I was surprised we didn't have more wahoo this year.
Yeah.
I really was. We had a few, there was a few caught, but not the numbers of 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, because we had good warm water.
But the thing that I thought was so fun was that was so reminiscent of the old days was the little sprinkling of big eye that happened this year. And that would sure be cool to see that continue to happen. I mean, it's just really fun to see that in a count. And, there's all these bluefins, and next thing you know, a guy is dropping a flat fall at nighttime, and up comes a big eye. And it would be really fun to see that join the party a little more next year.
Yeah, we're good with that.
The other thing is, one of the things that I keep thinking about is if this climate change is correct, and I don't know how we figure out how to be here, but about 100 years from now, we're going to be catching blue marlin, wahoo, and all that stuff
Sign me up.
on the half-day boat.
Yeah.
Right at Point Loma,
Sign me up.
It's going to be awfully warm here.
Yeah.
I catch them off the beach.
Yeah.
We always joke about that in the tackle store. We say the same thing. We are very pro climate change. Bring it on.
Yeah. Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for you today. Captain Frank Preste and Kathy, fantastic wealth of knowledge. Frank's been around this business for quite some time, and he's pretty much seen most everything that's going on here. And you want to have a question, make a comment, give us your favorite part of 2018 and what you're looking forward to 2019. Bring it on.
You got it, buddy. We'd love to hear from you. It's going to be a really fun show with a couple of great friends talking fishing, and we want you to be a part of that this morning. If you want to join us, there's 2 ways you can reach us on Let's Talk Hookup. First is with our local line. That one's 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. Or reach us on that toll-free line. That one's 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. Not only talking with Frank and Kathy all day today, having lots of fun talking fishing, we have got such a great prize to ring out the last show of 2018 and welcome in 2019. And that's a full-day trip on board the Liberty at a Fisherman's Landing. And as if that wasn't enough, a fantastic trip with Tara and the boys. Also, an AFTCO performance package, including an AFTCO stealth shorts, AFTCO performance shirt, courtesy of our great friends at AFTCO. And what a great couple of prizes at the end of the show today.
Love those stealth shorts.
They're the best.
The
absolute best.
The AFTCO stuff is so cool.
Yes.
I mean, I wear it every day. I
wear it every day too.
The shirts are phenomenal. And their new sweaters. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we have that on today. The Horizon Fleece.
Well, as cold as it is right now, boy, that thing feels fabulous.
That Horizon Fleece by AFCO is like my favorite jacket of all time because it's windproof, waterproof, and it's warm.
But it still looks like a very casual, nice thing to wear out to dinner. You're not, it's not a. You're not wearing a pair of Slickers.
Right.
It's a really nice looking jacket.
Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah, AFCO and the people over there do a great job.
The absolute best.
One of the things that's going to happen this year, as you know, at the Long Beach show, the AFCO booth is just phenomenal, and they have a lot of beautiful stuff. And people come in and they go, "Well, can I buy it?" No.
Yeah, just displaying.
No. Well, this year it's going to be a little different. It's going to be directly across from the Fisherman's Landing booth.
Oh.
And they're going to say, yes, you can buy it right there.
Right there.
Everything.
Okay.
The whole line.
The whole line.
Everything.
All the shorts, all the shirts, hardware, gas, everything.
Everything. You're going to have everything AFCO at Fisherman's Landing.
You got it.
You also have to remember they've come out with the ladies' line of clothing.
That's right.
Yes.
Been really nice. I mean, I've worn a lot of men's shorts, and they've come out with shorts to fish in, that fit right on a woman.
And also, they have a great kids line, too. Yeah, really good stuff. You going to have the kids stuff, too?
100%. That is always one of the, the crazy best things we've done. We're like big fan of kids and fun and fishing and that kind of thing. And so every year, that's one of the things we do is we take the AFCO kids shirts and we basically sell them virtually at cost, a couple of dollars above what they cost us, just because it's a fun thing to show and it gets people in the booth. And so this year will be no different. We will have literally hundreds and hundreds of kids shirts, lots of fun ones where we have a kids T-shirt that's the exact same size as the adult, mom or dad type shirt, and it's a really fun one. But yeah, we'll have all that again for sure. We're already in Fred Hall mode.
Oh yeah,
months away, so
not
we're really
far
excited.
away.
It's not. No, it's not. Well, as you can hear, we've got a great show, and we're so excited again to have Frank and Kathy in here again. If you want to get through, 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. When we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great info coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
When it comes to Southern California sport fishing, two names stand out: Fisherman's Landing Tackle and Shimano. Hi, this is Doug Kern. We have the most complete selection of Shimano saltwater rods and reels, like Talica, Trinidad, and Tranks reels, plus Terramar and Therese rods. Our professional saltwater experts at Fisherman's Landing Tackle have the know-how to help you choose the right Shimano rod and reel for your next trip. When it comes to Shimano gear, you owe it to yourself to visit us at Fisherman's Landing Tackle at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego or on the web at saltwatertackle.com.
22nd Street Landing Sport Fishing in San Pedro is home to LA's finest open party fleet, including overnights on the Freedom, Catalina Freelance on the Pursuit, half-day trips on the Monte Carlo, and three-quarter-day trips on the Native Sun. Plus, you can charter the Ultra, Spectra, and True Line. There is always plenty of free parking and a fully stocked tackle store. Take advantage of the Wednesday specials on the Pursuit and Monte Carlo, and kids fish free with a paid adult on the afternoon half-day. 22nd Street Landing Sport Fishing in San Pedro. Call 310-832-8304 or book online at 22ndstreet.com.
Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now 19 stores and more to come throughout Southern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find the location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more. One of the dream trips for most anglers is Alaska. There are so many lodges. How do you make a choice? It's easy. Choose the one most Let's Talk Hookup listeners return to time after time. Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. No one does it better than Kingfisher Charters. They offer the best service, the most comfortable accommodations, fantastic food, and the finest charter captains in Sitka. All for the ultimate value. One visit and you will understand why nobody beats Kingfisher Charters. Sitka is famous for some of the best runs of salmon fishing in Alaska. And if giant Alaskan halibut is your target, the expert captains at Kingfisher Charters know the hot spots and can put you on a fish of a lifetime. Plenty of rockfish and huge lingcod are there too. And when it comes to fish processing, the best in Alaska is Kingfisher Charters. It's all included in your package. In fact, everything is included except tips. It is truly amazing how the Kingfisher crew continues the quality of service they deliver year after year. Kingfisher Charters, 800-727-6136, or check kingfishercharters.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
All right, you want to get through, talk to Frank and Kathy, make a comment, talk about long-range fishing, talk about your year of 2018, your favorite part of 2018, or how about what you're expecting for 2019? Lines are open, 877-792-1090 or 858-457-1090. You want to get through, there's your chance. You have a chance to win a full-day trip on the Liberty, the newly remodeled Liberty. When's it going to be ready, Frank?
I would say another 40 days.
40 days, all
30
right.
to 40 days.
So by February.
Yep. I think by first week of February, he's going to be ready to start running to the Coronados.
Wow, fantastic. And then, of course, along with that, you're going to get the APCO Performance Package, too. So that's a great package there for one lucky caller today. Rick, let's jump into the phone.
Sounds good, buddy. Why don't we start it off this morning with Don, who's calling us from Woodland Hills this morning. Hey, Don, thanks for getting us started here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for taking my call, and apologize for being so tardy in calling in.
Yeah, we haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling for family. So, but anyway, hey, Frank, it's good to hear that the knee is doing better. Mend well. I know you want to get back on the water ASAP.
Thank you.
My question for you, Frank, is how are things going with the Mexican government as far as permitting at Guadalupe, and is there any opportunity for fishing cedros in the future?
Well, you know, as you well know, if you listen to CNN or anything like that, we have a gentleman that isn't doing us a lot of good, especially with some of his tweets and some of his comments. So I can't feel that that's helping us in any way whatsoever. On the other hand, thanks to Ken Franke and his hard work through the Sport Fishing Association of California, I feel that there is a strong possibility that some achievements will be made in this next year. You know, the new regime is starting to take over here probably about the 6th to the 10th of January. And they're all in place. This is not the time of year that you're going to find them in their offices. So we have a couple of trips planned to Mexico City. And, of course, cedros is at the top of the list, along with some other things. Do I feel, let me just say, I feel we've got at least a 50-50 chance to get some areas open to us. And I could be incorrect, but obviously I'm hoping it does work out. So that's what I feel at this point.
Now, what about Guadalupe? Guadalupe, you have permits.
I'm sorry. About Guadalupe, we think we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah. You
know, you never know when things could change.
Sure.
And especially with the new regime being in there. But permit-wise and following, doing our environmental impact reports and everything else, all our reporting, we're on top of it all. There's an amazing amount of money spent to make that happen, but it's well worthwhile.
Yes. And
so I think for Guadalupe, at least for the next 5 years, we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
But Cedros remains, the people at Cedros want us back.
No doubt.
Okay? And
except for one person.
Yes, except for one person. And that, when you think about it, it's pretty phenomenal that one man with 4 skiffs can get the whole island closed to everybody but himself.
And basically ruin their economy.
Well, it sure hasn't helped it any, that's for sure.
For sure. Here's the other thing, too, is we've talked about this, is the number of permits, FMM, bracelets, etc. The amount of income that would be generated by reopening Cedros and Bonitas is a boon for the Mexican people and the Mexican government, right?
Well, Pete, just to give you a little figure, I put this together for Ken Franke. 14 trips in the Royal Polaris.
Just one boat.
14 trips on the Royal Polaris to Guadalupe. Netted the Mexican government over $100,000.
Wow.
Okay, and that's in permits, customs clearances. I shouldn't say the Mexican government, the Mexican economy. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what it cost us for, just that part.
And that's just one boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
One boat and 14 trips.
Yeah.
So, we do pay a handsome amount. Okay.
Yeah.
But we're not complaining about it.
Yeah.
We just hope that they find enough. CONOP, as I understand it, they could use more funds for research.
Yeah.
And we're about the only source, I think, that they get.
Sure.
And just the amount of bracelets, I think Ken bought something like 50,000 bracelets here not too long ago that we use. So anyhow, we'll see how it all works out. Like I said, politics are politics, and our man in Washington isn't doing us any favors at the present moment, but hopefully he's not going to be there too long.
Yeah, but Ken, Frankie, yourself, and all the people involved are working very diligently with the Mexican people and the Mexican government to make sure that we're okay.
To do the best they can.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're going to be okay. I feel positive about it. I think we will be okay. But you never know.
Yeah.
Okay?
Absolutely. Hey, thanks a lot, and nice to hear back from you. Happy holidays to you. Happy New Year, Don. Appreciate the call this morning, and thanks for getting us started. Only one line open available right now at 877-792-1090.
You got it. Let's jump right back into the phones and talk to Gary. He's calling us from San Diego this morning. Hi, Gary. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning.
Hi, Gary.
Good morning, Gary.
Frank, I wanted to get some more information on that trip that you were just talking about that's leaving shortly, 13-day trip.
Yep. Leaves on the 2nd, fairly early in the morning. And basically you can ride the boat down and back, or you can fly to Cabo and fly back from Cabo. The plan is to check the local banks first. I would say the one that would be top on my list would be Finger Bank. We know that there was some big fish caught there recently, fish to over 300 pounds. But between it and Jaime Bank and Potato Bank, which overall this year have been lacking compared to other years, but hopefully it's going to start here real quick. And if that doesn't work out, then they're just going to cross over toward Puerto Vallarta and trying to fish that offshore fish off of Puerto Vallarta. So there's basically 7 days of fishing, or close to 7 days.
Yeah, because when you leave Cabo, the Finger Bank's only
55 miles.
Yeah, so you're there.
Right.
You leave in the afternoon.
No, you can't get out of Cabo because of on the 5th when they arrive in Cabo, they'll be fishing before daybreak on the 6th.
On the 6th, right. But so what you could do is you can load your stuff on the boat on the 2nd.
In San Diego.
Then you fly down on the morning of the 5th, get on the boat on the 5th, and then you're fishing the next morning.
That's correct.
That's so sweet.
If they want to do something, if somebody is interested, you need to call 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning.
Because you have to get
we're going to have to, we got to make some custom changes on the list.
Okay. All right.
But doable.
Does that answer your question well enough?
It does. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Good luck. Hope you can get on the trip for sure. But call the Preste office tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Yep. Correct.
Yeah, because that's the last day of the year, and that's, that's everything's closed on Tuesday.
That's right.
And the trip leaves Wednesday.
That's correct.
So if you want to go, get on it.
Man,
that sounds like such a great trip.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say we make it happen, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out what's going on down south. We got our man standing by. I know everybody in this room's favorite place to go visit, and that's John Ireland from Rancho Leoneros on the phone right now. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Rick. Hello, Pete. Hi, Frank and Kathy.
Hey, John.
Good morning.
Hello, John.
Well, we're, of course, the hotel's closed right now. I thought I'd call in and wish everybody a Happy New Year. And see how everybody.
Same to you,
John.
Well, the fishing's been fairly good down by us. The hotel's closed, but I was down last week, and exceptional marlin and dorado fishing right now. Water temp's about 73, 74 degrees. It kind of makes me wonder why I shut the hotel, It's been a pretty good year. I know I listened to the show, and I noticed Frank was talking about the bluefin, and it's kind of ironic because it affected us as well. One of our best fishing years last year that we've had in a long time. A lot of yellowfin and very, very good fishing, but it affected us as well. This good fishing up here, you know, people don't want to travel when they can go on a one-day trip and catch the bluefin. So,
yeah, but John, you're staying at Rancho Leonero, and that in itself, and you know, the food, the camaraderie, you know, I know I look forward to 4:00 in the afternoon watching you and your wife come down and sharing a cocktail and then some of that snorkeling. I mean, that place is, you don't go there just to fish.
No, you're right, Frank. Thanks. You know, there's a lot more to do than fish, and a lot of people do. It's kind of changed over the years, and people will come down and for a 5-day trip and maybe fish 1 or 2 days, and then do a lot of other stuff. Get on the ATVs and snorkel and just hang out. So it is more than the fishing, but it is interesting that the really good fishing up here has impacted all of us on the longer trips, for sure.
I agree.
For sure.
No doubt about it. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, like Frank says, there's no white sand beach, there's no rooster fish, there's no beautiful bar and dining room at San Clemente Island. So
or floating in the pool with a cocktail.
If you're smart enough to take your bride with you, romantic evenings.
Yeah,
you get married down there too, right, Frank, Kathy?
Yeah, you sure can. No prettier spot to get married than on the beach in front of Rancho Leonero.
That's where I am.
Yeah, we sure enjoy having you guys. Yeah, well, it's like I say, it was a good year for us. We really enjoyed it, and I just thought I heard you guys on the show, and I wanted to call and say hi to everybody for New Year's, and looking forward to a great 2019.
Well, Happy New Year to you, John and Jennifer, and if somebody wants to come down, I know our Let's Talk Hookup tournament in June is getting full, and you know that prime time, you know, starting in May, April, May, June, July, they're booking up. I mean, don't wait to make your reservations.
They are.
Get down
they are. Reservations look good. We have a lot of deposits for next year. It always amazes me how many people deposit the year before. It's very, very encouraging for sure.
Time to go fishing down at Rancho Leonero. And John, how do we get a hold of you if we want to book a trip to Rancho Leonero for your season? When are you actually going to open the doors again?
March 1st.
March 1st, okay.
And, you know, actually we've got 5 rooms open. We closed the kitchen, but rooms 1 through 5 and the bar are open full time. So we've got a lot of people wandering.
The bar's open. What else do you need? Can you still get guacamole?
You know, and it's amazing how busy that bar is. I didn't, you know, in the past I hadn't opened it up, and the bar's been extremely busy.
Well, I've been asking you for a percentage on that bar. I told you I was willing to buy in.
You know, Frank. Frank knows where the money is. That's where the money is.
Well, somebody wants to come down, John. How do we get a hold of you at Rancho Leonero?
It's 800-646-2252 or rancholeonero.com.
All right. Happy New Year to you, John, and
John.
much success for 2019. And can't wait to get back down to Rancho Leonero.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing everybody. I look forward to Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone as well.
All right.
You too, buddy.
Thanks, John. Appreciate that very much. All right. One line open at 858-457-1090. You want to get through? There's your chance. Let's go ahead and jump back in the phone.
Sounds good to me, buddy. How about we talk to Cliff? He's calling us from Lakewood this morning. Cliff, good morning. Long time no talk.
Good morning, guys, and Happy New Year's. I have 2 questions. First one is about the Mexican license for 1 year. Is the rules changing on that? My second question is for Frank about the knee surgery. December 3rd, I had total knee replacement, 2 weeks in a walker, 1.5 weeks in a cane. I've just started to walk my third day now, and I'm not that strong. So how long ago did you have yours?
It would be, let's see, today's Sunday. It would have been 8 days ago. But mine wasn't the total replacement because, like I said, I just spun a bearing. My replacements were 13 years ago, so they held together very well. It's just that I stepped wrong and the bushing came out. And, yeah, they had to cut it open and they had to cut muscle again. But I'm coming back together real quick. I've got almost full use of it, but it still hurts. It's sore, but it's coming along great, okay?
But you're walking around without a cane.
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah, for sure. Hey, and to answer your question, I think you're probably referring to some bad information that was on the Internet. Again, don't believe everything you read on the internet. You can certainly buy a 1-year Mexican license at any of the people that have them. Fisherman's Landing Tackle has plenty of them, right?
Right. I mean, that's the second time I've heard of this, and this is news to me. So if there's something happening, it's nothing that we're made aware of. We have a fantastic relationship with the people of Kona Pesca, and we're there all the time. We have more than enough permits. Everything is good. We've not been made aware of anything to the negative. So as far as I'm concerned, at Fisherman's Landing Tackle, we are status quo, and we have a whole bunch of yearly Mexican permits, and we'd love to help you come get them.
I don't know where that rumor came around, but don't believe it. It's not true. Hey, Cliff, quick recovery on your knees.
Get back to halibut fishing, buddy.
Definitely.
All right. Thanks a lot for the call this morning. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and jump back in the phone.
Sounds good to me. How about this time we talk to Dan? Dan's calling us from Point Loma this morning. Good morning, Dan. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, everyone. First off, I had a hip replacement back in early June, and I can only tell you the first 2 weeks, not good. Now, fantastic.
Yeah,
You'll be darn glad you did it.
You bet. It's amazing what they can do. Well, I'm glad you're feeling great.
Yeah, very good.
Do you have a fishing question?
Yeah, well, there's 3 buddies and I have been going down to Cabo for 30 years. We're well kind of versed on deep-sea fishing. We are going to go out one day, but we've been talking about maybe doing an inshore trip. The guys that we book with don't do that kind of charter, and I know there's lots of pongas and everything around, and we're just wondering, is there a vendor down there that you'd recommend for inshore fishing? We're leaving at the end of January this year.
What I would do is call Cast Tours. Richard Castaneda from Cast Tours. He has a lot of different people that he works with. Don't just go down there and just pick one out of the crowd, because that's not a good way to do it. I mean, you may get lucky and get the right guy, but if you have something booked ahead of time with a reliable operator, I would highly recommend calling Cast Tours. 800-593-6510. Talk to Richard or one of the girls there, and they'll set you up with the right guy.
Well said.
Would he do that even if we're not booking like airfare and hotel, because we already have a place to stay and everything?
Absolutely. He'll book your boat, no problem.
Really? Great.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
So I have a question for you. When you talk about inshore fishing, where would you be doing that at Cabo?
Oh, there's a lot of inshore fishing. You go, up and down both sides. You go around the
well, I know Mag Bay has some of the very best.
Yeah, but you go around the tip, and there's a whole stretch, lots of stretches of
those little bocas in there.
Yeah. Oh man, there's some great pargo fishing and rooster fish
I'm
fishing.
sure there is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. There's a guide. I met him at the ICAST show this past year that guides beach fishing out of Cabo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you can actually fish rooster fish, and he catches a lot of rooster fish. And what he told me, I kind of quizzed him about where he does it. And he does it kind of on that northern, kind of up on the western side of the Cabo area.
Very good.
Gary Graham was talking about that too. He said one of the things that is their prized fish, but they catch a lot, is they'll catch pretty fair-sized Dorado standing in the sand, casting long surf rods and fishing, surface poppers and things like that. And there, like you said, there's some really good rooster fish fishing that's pretty untapped, because Cabo is Cabo, and it's marlin fishing and it's offshore fishing and it's the Squid Row, but you don't realize how good of beach fishing there can be down there.
When I think of inshore fishing, I don't think of fishing from the beach.
Yeah.
I think of bays and harbors and things like that. That's what I meant by inshore.
Cabrias and Pargos and all that kind of fun stuff.
Absolutely. No, you should have a lot of fun down there. Enjoy your trip. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
All right. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including checking in with the Catch Report. We're going to find out what's biting up and down the beach. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
The ranch is unique. It's one of the few places in the world where you can still drive ATVs up the beach. We have fishing from the beach. We have dive trips that we run to Pomo in a number of different spots. Kayaking, of course, has been real big. We were one of the first hotels to introduce kayaking. The ranch is small, it's intimate. It's 34 rooms, so everyone gets to know everyone. The old saying, where everyone knows your name. Well, truly at Rancho Leonero, the employees do know pretty darn near all our guests' names. And what's even more interesting is most of the guests know each other's names. Very personal, very intimate, and a special environment. 2 miles of beachfront, a mile on either side of the hotel. Rancho Leonero is really the last of the old-style Baja fishing resorts. 1-800-646-2252. 1-800-646-BAJA. And RanchoLeonero.com. I'll personally guarantee your best fishing experience and vacation at Rancho Leonero.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know, CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
When it comes to Southern California sport fishing, 2 names stand out, Fisherman's Landing Tackle and Shimano. Hi, this is Doug Kern. No one makes more lures that get bit by more fish than Shimano. Colt Sniper jigs, Colt Sniper jerkbaits, Pop Orca, Butterfly, and the amazing Shimano Flatfall jig. Our professional saltwater experts at Fisherman's Landing Tackle will help you choose the right Shimano jig for your next trip. When it comes to Shimano jigs, you owe it to yourself to visit us at Fisherman's Landing Tackle at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego or on the web at saltwatertackle.com.
Have you been looking for a live bait hook that keeps live bait alive? Look no further than Japan's leading fish hook, Gamakatsu. It's the little things that make the difference, and Gamakatsu hooks drive the point home. With an absolute perfect bend and ideal barbs, your bait swims harder and longer. And when you get bit, Gamakatsu hooks bite back with a vengeance. All hooks are not the same. Go with Gamakatsu for infinite success. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Check gamakatsu.com.
Hey, it's time for the 30-second Power Pro seminar. Here's the hot tip for those of us that like to fish with small reels for big fish. Fill your spools with Power Pro Max Quattro. It's 25% thinner than standard Power Pro. That means you're going to get more line on that small reel. Plus, you can fly line your bait more effectively. Here's another tip about Power Pro Max Quattro. Your casting distance will increase in addition to increasing your spool capacity. So downsize your tackle and use Power Pro Max Quattro. Check PowerPro.com for more information.
XEBRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Indeed, time for the catch for it, Rick.
As promised, it's time to find out what's biting out there. Today, the report is sponsored by Blue Guard Innovations, making smart bilge pumps and switches as well as sensors designed to protect you, your vessel, and the environment. If your boat lives in the water and you've not installed the BG1 oil and fuel detector, you could be risking thousands of dollars in fines. The BG1 will detect oil in your bilge before you dump it into the water. It's just one of several switches and sensors made by Blue Guard. Check out Blue Guard Innovations. It's bluebgi.com, or you can get their affordable products at Wilson Marine or at San Diego Marine Exchange. We're going to start off up the coast and talk to our man, Captain Brian Woolley at Dana War Sport Fishing is on the line right now. What's up, Woolley?
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you this morning?
Doing great. Good morning.
Good. Hey, you know, our week up here, this time of year, it's good when you can have just a good, solid repeat of the previous week, and that's kind of what we rolled through this week. So we've been fishing that deep water still for that rockfish on our 3/4 day trips. That's still plenty of nice quality fish being caught. You know, as long as we fish that stuff for the last couple months, you'd think you'd see some sort of dent in the quality, but it's all still been really nice fish, which is really good to see for sure. I'd say most of our fish right now are being caught on the on that Colt Sniper, or the better quality fish, I should say, on that jig, that 100-gram jig. Man, that thing is just a day maker out there in that deeper water. But plenty of fish as well on the dropper loop setups with, you know, the bait and you know, the cut squid like that. And then, you know, we'll go from the 2-hook cod rigs to the single rubber lure fish on a dropper loop here for that sculpin here this week. So we're looking forward to that. Our half-day action, you know, you can kind of imagine that surface stuff's pretty much done for where we're at with our water temps, kind of in the 58 to 60, depending on how the sun's doing. But that surface action is done, so most of the bass and stuff we're catching right now has all been on the sinker rigs, either like the reverse dropper loop setups or a sliding egg sinker. Some nice whitefish, sheephead, and some sand bass like that. Guys bring in the shrimp and the clam to catch some of that sheephead's been a good call as well. And we're seeing a few halibut on our half-day trips, too. We had a couple nice ones yesterday on our half-day trip. So on that halibut topic, too, more fish caught on our Friday drift trip. that they had over there on the Clemente. So a couple people lost their spot on our Derby leaderboard. And this month's top fish, man, 23-pounder. That guy's J.D. Delbert, one of our regulars on these halibut derbies. He's set to win a $1,000 prize pack unless something happens today on the Clemente. They're out there drifting as we speak, hoping to catch a couple of halibut as well to keep that rolling. So it's kind of a cool deal, it's not just the top fish that win prizes in our derby. There's monthly prize packs that go out to the guys that catch the biggest fish of the month. So that guy's sitting on a sweet deal there. So we're out all week. We got boats all week. If you guys want to hop on a trip here, give the landing a call. Phone number is 949-496-5794. Of course, you can check us out on the web there at danawharf.com and use that discount code SAVE, S-A-V-E. That'll knock 25% off the ticket price there. Save a few bucks on a three-quarter or half day. And then you got until the end of the month. The kids' little promo that we got going. 2 kids fish free with the full fared adult. That'll end on the 31st, so take advantage of that. We've seen lots of kids out over the break there. It's been nice.
I can imagine, man. Lots of 2 kids fish free with every paid adult until tomorrow.
Yep, till tomorrow. So you got a chance to hop on a boat tomorrow or an afternoon half-day trip today. So
very good. All right, very good. Well, Captain Brian Woolley, thank you for a great job in 2018 doing our catch report from Dana Wharf Sport Fishing every Sunday, and you guys do a great job there at Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. We'll look forward to a fantastic 2019 with you.
Absolutely. Can't believe it's already 2019, man. Where did this year go?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
thanks, guys.
Appreciate everything you do. Happy New Year to you, and we'll talk to you next year, which would be next Sunday.
Yeah. All right.
For sure.
See you, Willie.
All right. Very good.
All right. Well, again, right now, that catch report is sponsored in part by Bill Varney's 2019 CCA Sport Fishing Calendar. It's now at tackle stores. It's at landings all the way throughout California. And the back of the calendar has a unique number giving you a chance to win a different prize each month. You'll find the calendar at Fisherman's Landing Tackle, at the Longfin, Turner's Outdoorsman, or at surffishtackle.com, and many, many other fine tackle stores and landings.
Indeed. Gundy Gunderson, our surf guru extraordinaire, is on the line. Good morning, Gundy.
Hey, Gundy.
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
You are, man. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year. We got a kind of a unique situation where the air is so cold, Pete, but I think yesterday 64 degrees at the Point Loma buoy.
Wow.
Take that, buddy.
Yeah, so there's still Corbina around. But the main thing, the guys aren't really hooking them. The main thing has been the perch bite, and it's really gained legs here the last week or so. Good schools on most beaches, better quality, of course, on those northern beaches, Oxnard, Ventura, Carpinteria up there, fish into the 2-pound class. On the southern beaches, mostly hand-sized, palm-sized fish with a few kickers to 1.25 pounds, I think, was one of the better fish. Not a lot of coverage, not a lot of guys fishing, but the halibut specialists are still picking off some legal fish, and with like I said, the water temps still in the 60s, those halibut are still active, and it's more legal ones than we've seen, not all those little ones. Anglers still spotting Corbina, like I said, hooking a few occasionally. Those exotic baits probably the best. Hook, line, sinker reported good perch action off Santa Claus Lane, Carpinteria, some classic winter spots there. The grub bite's been good with root beer and clear red flake, one of my favorite colors, working on the grubs. The calico bass were also active on the rocky spots. Fish to 4 pounds were taken off Campus Point there. Key lime was a real good color this week. A striped bass was also taken off graveyards there. Just fishing in Redondo reported good perch bite on Hermosa, Manhattan, Torrance beaches. Grubs and gulp sandworms have been tops. The big fish reported plenty of Corbina still in the surf line in that Long Beach area. A handful of fish were taken on ghost shrimp. The better bite's been on yellowfin croaker, and they've been schooling outside Dog Beach, 72nd place, chasing bait in the morning. The guys are using spoons, underspins, small jerk baits, all taking yellowfin croaker to 4 pounds. Hogan's reported good perch action in Capel Bay. The fish are smaller size, but catching and releasing double and triple limits is not out of the question. So they're big schools of smaller fish, but they're biting well. Pacific Coast reported the same thing, good perch action off Army Navy. Smaller fish, but good numbers. Handful of legal halibut were posted this week, taking on flash minnows. The lagoon and river mouths were where the halibut guys were focusing. And then finally, Blue Water reported still some Corbina in the surf. Actually, a kid took one on a fly rod this week, but they weren't really biting good. A few taking on lugworms, mostly croaker, barred perch, and like I said, 63, 64 degree water. So the water temperature is warmer than the air temperature, which we don't always get around these parts on Pete.
Yeah, especially this morning, right, Gundy?
Holy smokes, I know.
Yeah.
It's tough to get out early when it's like this. We're kind of cream puffs in Southern California.
Yeah, we are, thank goodness. Hey, Gundy Gunderson, great job in 2018 with your surf fishing reports, and we'll look forward to another great year with you.
Yeah, let's have another great year, Pete.
All right.
Happy New Year to everyone. Have a safe same one. We'll catch up with you next week.
Same back at you.
Gundy.
Talk to you next
Boy,
year.
what fun that's going to be. I mean, fishing that yellowfin croaker with under spins and all that.
I'll take that just fine.
Yeah, indeed. Well, let's go ahead and jump back on the phones, Rick. They're packed up. They want to talk to Frank and Kathy.
You got it, buddy. How about this time we talk to John? John's calling us from Escondido this morning. Hi, John. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Hey, guys. How you guys doing?
Great.
Happy holidays.
Same to you.
Hey, so I was fortunate that this year I got to go fish on an 18-day trip in April and on your boat, Frank, and then I came back and fished a 3-day. I've got an 8-day booked up in the middle of June. I know you're doing the family trip, and then there's the John Collins trip at the end of the month. But I just wanted to thank you very much. Those guys on that, and you guys had some talkers yesterday, but I would encourage anybody to go on a long-range trip. I'd never been on that long of a trip. I didn't know anybody in the boat. I made 18 new friends, or 21 new friends, and they shared and helped. So you had everybody on the boat, plus those guys, and I had a phenomenal trip. The food was awesome. Everything was just a spectacular vacation.
Well, thank you for the comments.
We were talking,
and I was just wondering about what to expect in the fishing trip in June.
Oh, are you on the 20th or on John Collins' trip?
No, the 20th, the one right in the middle. You've got 3 trips that month, and you got the family trip in the beginning, and then I've got my trip, and then there's the John Collins trip at the end of the month.
Right. That 20th trip is actually a trip that I run. It's an
awesome.
8-day trip, and it's nothing but the best it has been for many years, the finest yellowtail fishing you'll ever see. And, I mean, it's...
How many day trip is it, Frank?
8-day trip, 18, and we'll have a chance to fish some bluefin too.
Yeah.
But it's 18 to 30-pound yellowtail, fly lines, surface iron, dropper loop, yo-yo, whatever way you want to catch them. That's the way it's been in the past for many, many years. And occasional grouper, some black sea bass, things like that. But
and it looks like there's one spot left on that trip
right
all? Now. Yeah,
that's too bad.
One spot, and you're running it.
Yeah, I'm running.
Yeah, that's cool. All right.
Yep. Actually, that's a trip that Kathy and my son and his wife and 2 kids go on also.
Oh, cool.
Very nice. Sounds like fun. All right. Well, you're going to have a good time, catch a lot of yellowtail and maybe some big bluefin.
That's correct. So we look forward to having you on that trip, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much for all the nice compliments.
All right. Thanks for the call this morning.
Hey, when we come back, we got another full hour of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More your phone calls, more great information. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
When you put on a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, the world begins to look different. Colors are more vivid. Contrast is clearer. Details are crisper. Wherever your vision leads you, beauty follows. With polarized lenses that eliminate glare and enhance color, Maui Jim sunglasses won't change the world. They'll change the way you see it. Color, clarity, detail. Maui Jim.
When it comes to catching big bluefin tuna in local waters, Shimano has the gear proven to land the big ones. You already know the hot jig is the Shimano Butterfly Flatfall Jig, and when you match that with the right tackle system, it makes this great jig even more effective. We suggest you grab a Tranx 500 HG and fill it with 80-pound Power Pro Max Quattro. Max Quattro is 25% thinner, which means 25% more line capacity when you hook that giant. Match your new setup with a Therese 70H and you have the power to put the wood to that big bluefin tuna. The Tranx 500 HG has the cranking power you need, and with the level wind, you concentrate on fishing your Shimano flatfall and leave the line control to the Tranx reel. Hundreds of big fish have been caught on the flatfall, and when you add the Power Pro Max Quattro Tranx Therese combo, you'll take your fishing to the next level. See your local dealer or check Shimano.com for all the details.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader.
The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
You've heard all about it. You know the angler's catching fish habit, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that's for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use the special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel. Quality is the name of the game at Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay. Free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, plus a great fleet. It's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, El Gato Dos, Pride, Tribute, Tomahawk, Prowler, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check SeaforthLanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay. There is an undisclosed paradise waiting for you in your own backyard. It's the La Mission Hotel in beautiful Loreto, Baja California. Experience one of the few towns that has truly kept the spirit of old Baja, combined with the luxury of a 5-star hotel. Old Mission traditions, authentic lifestyle, and a wealth of Mexican culture still lives at the La Mission Hotel. Situated on the water and just steps from the harbor, take advantage of the fantastic fishing and natural beauty of the Sea of Cortez and the islands of Loreto. Loreto has long been known as the Dorado capital of the world, but huge tuna, wahoo, marlin, yellowtail, and pargo are abundant too. La Mission Hotel can set up affordable fishing trips, dive packages, and family fun adventures to enjoy the rich natural abundance of Loreto. La Mission also has a fantastic spa, fine dining at Los Olivos restaurant, and the famous pizza grill will amaze and stimulate your palate. Relax, fish, and enjoy the beauty and adventure of Loreto at the La Mission Hotel. Fishing and other very affordable packages are available. Once you go, you're hooked. Check LaMissionLoreto.com for details. La Mission, the beauty and fun of Loreto is waiting for you.